Hi everyone, and welcome back to Queen G's Recipes. And today I'm very happy to be bringing you this very simple but very delicious recipe, which is homemade cherry gummies. Now most definitely you can change up the flavors to your preference and to your liking, but today I'm going to be showing you how I like to make them in cherry flavor. By changing the flavors, it does not change the recipe at all. You just switch it up to whatever flavor that you like. So what I have here is I'm going to be needing a saucepan. I also have 1 cup of water. Here we have some autumn molds here that I purchased just to make our gummies, but most definitely you can make them in small bowls and anything you have or anything you are willing to make it in, maybe even in a pan, an 8x8 pan, and cut them into squares. Like, you could do whatever you like. Most definitely play around with that and use whatever you prefer. So that's that. I did buy these at Michael's for those of you who would be interested in buying something like this. So Michael's Arts and Crafts most definitely have a variety of molds there. Here I have 1 package of 85 grams of jelly powder. So any jello powder 85 gram packages, or the 4 serving packages, this is what you're going to need. Here I have 2 packages of plain gelatin, unflavored gelatin. I use the Knox brand, but most definitely any brand, it doesn't matter, as long as you have 14 grams total. So each package 7 grams, 14 grams. It doesn't matter what brand or what type you use, it doesn't make a difference. Alright, so into our saucepan we're going to be making it. What we're going to do is we're going to add in our powders into our saucepan with our water and put it on medium low heat, and it'll take about 3 minutes to dissolve all of the gelatins together. Okay, so now simply we are going to place our flavored gelatin, and we're also going to place our 2 unflavored gelatins. Okay. Right. These are also great for children, adults, anyone who loves fruit gummies. Most definitely, it is so easy to make. You can double and triple the recipe, and they are just phenomenal. So what I like to do here is just mix our gelatins here, and we're going to add in our water. And this is just regular room temperature water. Cold, it doesn't matter what you use, room temperature or cold, won't make a difference, because either way we have to put this on our stovetop and allow it to dissolve. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this over to our stovetop on medium low heat, and we're going to wait until the water gently comes up to a little simmer, and you will notice that the gelatin is completely dissolved. Okay, so I have my stovetop on medium-low heat, and now at this point I like to switch from a whisk to a spatula, because I find that the spatula creates too much bubbles and foam at the top, and then you will have that on your gummies. It won't matter, it will be at the bottom of your gummies, but that's just how I prefer it, but you can use whatever you like. Now keep stirring. Do not leave it unattended until you notice that everything is dissolved. And I'll let you know how long mine took today and what it looks like once it's completely dissolved. Usually about 3 minutes or so. Okay, so it's been 3 minutes, and as you can see there is a gentle simmer. You have some bubbles around the edges here, and our gelatin is completely dissolved. As you can see, there are no gelatin particles here to be seen. It is completely clear, and you can see on the spatula you don't see any gelatin on here. So that's how you know it is ready to fill our cavities or bowls or whatever you are using. So let's go on to doing that. Okay, so this is very normal when you see this little bit of foam here on the top. So just gently stir it, and it will slowly kind of just disappear. But it won't make a difference to anything on your gummies. So what I have here is a measuring cup. Now this measuring cup is like a pointy liquid measuring cup. I just find that it's easier to fill the cavities of my molds, but most definitely if you have a regular measuring cup, or you can even use like a teaspoon and drop it slowly into the cavities, and that'll work just fine because I have done it before. So that'll be just perfect. You'll just have to be careful because it is a bit hot. So just be careful with that so you don't get burned. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to transfer it here. And then we are ready to place it into our cavities. Okay, so now I'm just going to mix here again. And we are going to very carefully pour it into our cavities here. Now remember, you're going to fill this up to the top. Now I always suggest, and actually I'm going to grab that right now, that you already place it on a baking sheet or anything you have that is flat so you can directly place it into the fridge. If you're using molds like this, it is always safe to put it on a flat surface like a flat plate or a flat tray, whatever you have, so you can place it in the fridge without any spillage problems. So that's what I'm going to do now. Okay, so just like that, and therefore we won't have any spillage. Now, when you're pouring the gelatin mixture into your cavities, just be careful not to overfill them. And if you do, it's not a problem. Just get some paper towel and clean around it. It's totally fine. Or just leave it and then you can remove it once it is refrigerated, and it'll be fine. So let's start now. Okay, so now that our molds are prepared, what I had was this much left. So I just placed it in a small bowl. You can put it in a ramekin, whatever you have. And that's totally fine. So we're gonna put this in the fridge for about 20 minutes to half an hour. And by then, our cherry gummies will be ready to eat. Okay, so our cherry gummies were in the fridge for half an hour. And as you can see, they are nice and firm. So now with some nice clean hands, we can just invert them onto a plate or a platter, whatever you prefer. Just gently pull if you're using molds. Now, if you're using like little bowls or ramekins or whatever you're using, you will have to leave them in the fridge a little bit longer because they are larger and will take just a little bit longer to firm up. But you'll see once you touch the top of it when they're ready to be removed. So look how beautiful that is. Okay, so here we have our gummies completely done and ready to eat. Now, if you're in a rush and you don't want to wait half an hour to 45 minutes, I mean, the longer it's in the fridge, the firmer they will be. If you leave them overnight, they will be even more firm. But at this consistency, to me, it's perfect. But I just wanted to let you know, if you want yours really, really firm, just leave it in the fridge a little bit longer. And now we are ready to try our gummies. Look at this, how beautiful this is. They are just perfection. The perfect fruit gummy you can make in no time with very few ingredients and very inexpensive to make. You can double and triple the recipe and do whatever you like. So here they are. You can make them any shapes and sizes, any form that you like. And that's it. So easy to make. So make sure that your leftovers are kept in the fridge. Do not keep them outside because they will start to get soft. So make sure that that is done if you aren't eating them on the spot or if you aren't serving them all at once. And that's about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a nice big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you will be notified every time I upload a new and delicious recipe. So share the recipe with your family and friends and enjoy it. So I hope you make it, and let me know in the comments down below what you thought. Take care. See you on my next video. Bye everyone.